Hey, so I know you have all seen, if you've been following me for a while, you've seen barbell hip bridges at some point in time. It's one of my favorite lifts. I do it at least once a week, if not more. But today I'm going to show you how to set it up and how to perform it correctly. It's definitely, depending on your height, it can be a little bit more difficult. I'm 5'9". The bench I'm going to use is fairly tall. So if you're on the shorter side, you do not have to use a bench for this. You can use a smaller surface. You can have, if you have like a padded box for a box jump or something like that, you can use one of those. Um, Technically, you can even go off the floor. I'm going to show you today the barbell hip bridge from a bench. You're going to get your back all the way up to the bench. So you shouldn't be starting back here. You should be starting up with your back completely against the bench for your barbell hip bridge. Then, obviously, after you've had weight loaded onto the bar, you do have to use, in order to really get up into position effectively, you should be using a larger diameter plate. So a weight plate that is the same diameter as like a 45-pound plate. Now that doesn't mean you have to use 45 pounds. You can, oftentimes there are other plates that are, depending on your gym and what you have available, that like bumper plates, like there are 10-pound plates, 25-pound plates that are about the same diameter. So you shouldn't be using like a smaller plate though. You should be using a larger plate on the bar. That way you can get your legs underneath it, right? Because you're going to start by rolling it in towards you. The other really important part to this is these pads. So this pad has like a slit in it, right? So that you can put it on the bar. When you put this on the bar, it should be facing kind of up and slightly away from you so that it doesn't pop off when you go to get into your lift. Because this bar directly on like your hip flexors, not the most comfortable. So when you position this, you're gonna first make sure that it's centered, because if it's off center, the weight's gonna be very uneven on each side. So you're gonna make sure that it's centered on the bar, facing up and away from you. What I like to do is I like to take this and actually pinch it when it's in position, making like securing it in place so it doesn't roll, and then bring the entire thing in towards me so that it doesn't come off. And then from here, again, your back is still really up close to the bench, touching the bench. You're gonna physically bring your legs in towards you this way. This, again, is a little bit easier if you're a little bit taller, because you won't have to shuffle up the bench quite as much. But in general, anyone can do this. You just are going to have to drive through your feet a little bit more. I try to discourage people from putting their arms on the bench and like using their shoulders and their arms to like get them up on the bench. You should really be pushing through your feet to bring your body up. That's where you should be focused. I know, again, if you're on the shorter side, some people maybe need a little bit extra assistance, but once you're up there, if you are going to push through your arms a little bit, not as much as you are through your feet, you should be getting your arms off the bench as soon as you can to hold on to the bar. So I'm going to do it without using my arms, but you're going to push through your feet to come up onto the bench. And then from here, you're going to just bring your legs in towards you. Your shoulder blades should be above the bench. That's how you know that you're up high enough on the bench. And then your feet should be stacked directly underneath your knee. So if you're out too far, it's going to be a little more hamstring. And if you're in too close, you're going to feel it more in your quads. So you want to be completely stacked, heel underneath, ankle underneath knee. And then from here, you can get into your hip bridges. So you're going to go chin to chest. You should be looking forward. And you're going to come down. And then when you come up, you're going to squeeze your glutes at the very top. It's a glute contraction. So it's like nice, slow, controlled, core really tight. And then exhale and come up. So inhale, but keep your core tight coming down. And then exhale, coming up. And then repeat. And that is how you do a barbell hip bridge. Now, if there's any other lifts that you guys want to know about, please let me know. Or if there's anything in general, anything involving weightlifting, anything involving nutrition, I would love to be as helpful as possible inside and outside the gym when it comes to your fitness journey. So thank you so much. I hope this was helpful, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Not record. Still recording.